Well, morning guys. My hair's a bit of a mess. That's because I was up last night and it's been a hell of a few hours being a Spurs fan, to say the least. Hell of a few hours. Lots been going on. I'm sure you guys know all about it. This is just simply my reaction to it all. If you don't, well, I'm going to briefly go through it now anyway. Mauricio Pochettino had been sacked yesterday. A decision that kind of surprised most Spurs fans anyway. I knew something was happening, but I'm still surprised that they did it. I'm still really surprised because, I mean, the man goes to the Champions League final. I mean, we've never got that far in a campaign before. And he was treated unfairly by the board. Definitely unfairly by the board. He was never given the money to spend that he wanted to. Even over the last transfer window, he wanted to sell out players and bring in new players. Board just wouldn't let him do it. The board wouldn't let him do it, and so there was always disagreements there. He never had the tools that he wanted to have in order to build the club further because the board would not let him, and now it's resulted to the point where they've sacked him. And we knew Poch was having trouble with Levy. We knew there was trouble going on behind the scenes, and of course it's reached the boiling point now, and Poch is out. I'm just not sure. It's really mixed. It's really mixed emotions at the moment because bringing in Mourinho. Okay, there's a lot to this. First of all, it's a short-term contract. It's only to 2022-2023 season, so it's only a couple years. It's only like 3 years. Mourinho doesn't like to stay at one club for too long. That's kind of just his way, his thing. Then there's a lot of people don't like his style of play. To be honest, I don't. And that's fine. And the other thing is that's just Jose Mourinho, isn't it? I mean, the things he says in interviews, the way he acts, he's just not really a great person, is he, to be honest? Someone as Spurs fans have had problems with in the past, and now he's our bloody manager. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes out. But the positive of bringing in Mourinho over Poch is that you'd be stupid to deny Mourinho's track record. I mean, he won 3 Premiership titles at Chelsea. I mean, even when they say his run at United was bad, it wasn't as bad as everyone thought. He won the Europa League, which is, I mean, that's not really what we want to be winning, but still. And he won the League Cup. Again, not necessarily what we want to be winning, but that's still 2 trophies. That's 2 more than Poch ever won in his 5 years, unless you count the Audi Cup. So, Mourinho has a very good track record. He's also got numerous Champions Leagues under his belt. He knows how to win trophies. And you don't have to like his playing style. I mean, again, I don't like his playing style either. But he's a winner. Mourinho's a winner. And if it isn't a repeat of the way he was at United, where basically he's just going to leave the club messed up, and we're only going to win. Well, if we do win something, that'd be nice, but I mean, that's not particularly the sort of stuff that we want to win. But even so, I mean, that's better than nothing. But if he leaves the club the way he left United, there's going to be problems. And basically, the future of Tottenham Hotspur is very, very uncertain right now with Mourinho as the manager. Very uncertain. No one knows how he's going to fit in with the players, how it's going to fit into the club, if we're even going to win anything, if we're going to get back on track. No one knows. No one knows what's going to happen. And it's very interesting. So it's all very mixed. It's a very mixed bag at the moment for any Spurs fan. Because, of course, no games under Mourinho has been played. Maybe Poch shouldn't have been sacked. It's just a lot of stuff that's just all happened in these past few hours, just all at once. and it's kind of just like, what fuck? It's too difficult to keep track of, you know. I don't know. I don't know if sacking Potch was the right call, to be honest. I really don't. I think it's beyond me. It's beyond my power to decide, and that's what the board is for, I guess, the board of directors. And I totally understand where they were coming from when they sacked him, because results have been awful lately. We're currently sitting at 14th in the league. Something has to change. We had a horrible ending to the Premier League last year, to the season last year, and this has been one of our worst beginnings to a season in, well, as far as I can remember in the Premiership. It's been a dreadful start, an absolutely dreadful start, and something did have to change. So of course they were going to bring in a new manager, but I don't necessarily think it's always. I don't think it was all Poch's fault. I think the players, or at least 90% of them, haven't been playing for him anymore, and we are now well aware that there were certainly talks among the players that Poch was going to get kicked out, and it's just something I don't understand. I'm convinced that the players were something to do with it, that they weren't playing for the manager, because you can blame the manager to a certain extent, but the players still have to play for them. So the players are equally amount to blame, as much as Poch is, for these bad results. And I just don't think it's all Poch's fault. I think the work ethic for the players has not been good enough. And maybe that's why they're bringing in a new manager, to try and improve this work ethic, to reevaluate and come back stronger. So that's probably why they've sacked Poch. But if it don't work under Mourinho, then who else can you blame? It will have to be the players. And no, I don't think you can put this all on Poch. I think it'd be stupid to put this all on Poch. But at the same time, I totally understand why they sacked him. I do and I don't at the same time. It's really weird. It's just a whole bunch of mixed feelings. I think the way forward now for us Spurs fans, what we got to think is that what's done is done. He's gone. He's been sacked. Mourinho, whether we like it or not, is our manager for the next 3 and a bit years. We have to deal with this now. We have to tough it out. We have to deal with this. We have to see where Mourinho takes the club. And never stop supporting, to be honest. I mean, you've always got to back the team. The Spurs is my team, and I'm sure Spurs is your team, if you're watching this. Unless you're just curious. But just got to keep on supporting the team. I mean, that's all I can really say, to be honest. There's not much else you can do. This is a difficult transitional period for the club and the fans. Difficult period for everyone, because not particularly everyone likes Mourinho, but now he's our manager. But on the other hand, he does have a good track record, so it's... No one knows. No one knows where the club's going to be going. No one knows what's going to be happening. It's just... time will tell, I guess. So yeah, I know you guys were probably expecting me to be absolutely livid with the Potch sacking, and no, I'm not livid. I'm annoyed. I was shocked. I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything that's just happened. But on one hand, I'm like, it was the right call, but on the other hand, it wasn't the right call at the same time. Oh no, there's been a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and there's only so much you can blame the manager, but you also can blame the manager for some things. I don't know. It's difficult. It's a difficult one, but again, we just have to look to the future now. It's very uncertain. No one knows what Mourinho is going to be like. His first game for us, I think, is on Saturday, away to West Ham, I believe. So we'll see what happens then. We'll see how he manages the club then, and I think that's all I can really say. Daniel Levy, I'm not particularly too happy with, though. You wanted Potch out. That's what I think. I think he wanted Potch out. Maybe that's why he didn't give him the funding to build better players. because they brought Mourinho in and they said funds will be available for him in January if they need. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Bit of a mess really, isn't it? But we'll see what happens. So, anyway guys, that was my reaction to Poch getting the sack. Jose Mourinho being the new manager of Tottenham Hotspur. It's a lot. And to be fair, I don't think I'll have a valid opinion on him for the next few games for Mourinho. We can only see what he does with the club, to be honest. And only see how we're looking at the end of the year. It's very uncertain at the moment. But to be honest, I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't know. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you agree with the board's decision, or don't, comment down below. Let me know. We can have an interesting debate in the comments. So long as we keep this civil, we can have an interesting debate about whether it was the right call to sack Poch and whether or not Mourinho was the right person to bring in. Because I'm uncertain on all of it at the moment. Alright, yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.